Infinity Pool was supposed to be the last time. It's always supposed to be the last time. But I quit my job and had a small amount of money that would last at least 6 months for rent etc. before I would need to find a job again, and I have a lot of free time and let me wean myself off the drugs and just do it a few more times, yeah? I've seen Bahubali 1 and 2. I recently watched RRR. I went through China's top 10 films last year, and wow, what a journey that was. I highly recommend to any film fan to try to see because films are such a reflection of the culture that makes them. I have been following the box office report since Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame came out. That was the first one I looked at. I understand it's gross the money aspect of it, but it fascinates me and I very much keep up with it, so I was aware of the creeping Bollywood aspect on the North American box office, and so I heard and saw something minimal about Pathaan, which is just a sound to me, and I don't even know who Shah Rukh Khan is, but I saw it was supposed to be a big budget action, and those are great trips, and watching foreign films are nothing to me, so yes, I'm going to go and trip and see Pathaan. Maybe something to do with my prior work schedule, but the swallowing and the dangers of a vomit were behind me even though it was still off-brand. When I asked to purchase my ticket, the ticket booth young guy had to take a beat because he didn't know which movie I was talking about. In his defense, I find out later I had mispronounced it, but it wasn't a disaster of a difference. I make a joke about the no guns sign to him as I walk into the theater. I'm feeling hot as shit. A real smug asshole, you know already. The ticket taker is also sweeping and I walk in past the entrance. But he has me walk back with him to scan the ticket, and I tell him, "They got you doing double duty, huh? Sweeping and tickets?" And he goes, "Yeah, double duty." I take my seat, middle seat, front section of the handicap part, but Eve never had a situation where a wheelchair person came in and had to move, so I don't mind buying those seats. It's me and an Indian family about 4 rows back behind me. I don't look at them, but out of my peripheral and audio cues it's about 6 of them. One is a younger kid and some teens maybe and a grandparent. This is fun, I think, watching this film with them. That's not racist, it's just the truth. I mean, they were speaking Hindi when I walked in. This is perfect. Movie starts. A little chatter from them and the kid, but nothing to worry about, and this is a loud movie, so not a bother one bit. Watching the movie, not having to pee when all of a sudden, what is this? An intermission. They do this for Bollywood films they send over here? I was unaware. A title card comes up on the screen saying it's intermission. This is so wild. The family gets up and use the restroom. I'm like, well, I guess I'll use the restroom, ha 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 ha, even though I didn't really have to, and so I squeege, "Tommy boy, out some pee," knowing now I'll really not have to go for the remainder of however much is left of this movie. It's hard to tell because what is this intermission craziness? I love it. Movie restarts. I drive home. I have 2 second viewings. One is a partial viewing. It's about time. I finish playing at home, starting a few minutes before the part of where I left off. My official second viewing is of Alice, Darling. A lot of the times these movies have huge parallels to my life, or maybe I just create them myself, or I don't know, it's kinda like magic, but Alice, Darling definitely had that going for it. I don't look for these parallels, they just happen. I get it, you say polar bear and the next day you see something about or a picture of a polar bear, and I'm not even talking about the whole, our phones are listening to us, I just mean in general. That's how these things work, it isn't really anything supernatural. But still, these movies speak to me sometimes.
Did I finish Pathaan? Yes, through the credits. Plain and Alice, Darling also through the credits.